Hello, good evening, and welcome to Off Track Small Talk. Tonight, I'm going to be chatting to 525 Nigel de Kock, who will be revealing a brand new car prior to its debut this coming weekend. Evening, Nigel. Have you had a nice Easter?
Really good, really good. Yeah, enjoyed it.
Are
Really
you looking
enjoyed
for?
it.
How's your season been? Has it been good? Have you kept yourself busy?
Yeah, we went busy, but of course we don't have any cars to do, so we had our big motorhome where we go to the races. We did a few things about that, making them better and making them ready for this season. But we also got like whole projects with American cars, so we were a bit
Uh,
busy with other things like racing, but enjoyed it.
yeah, I've seen the pictures that you put of those on Facebook. So is that like kind of another hobby you've got alongside
Yeah,
stock
yeah.
car?
Yeah, we got another lobby, like we got a few American cars we doing a lot. And we do like small business with selling small cars. It's like what we do on the weekend. So on a free Saturday we're making all cars for selling, or we making American cars. So something
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, good. It's good to have something outside of stock cars. It's good. I like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah. So as people can tell, and just in case people aren't aware, you do live in Holland. I think we'll maybe get that from the accent. And in terms of Formula One, you made your debut 2018, I think, in Emmen. Is that right?
yeah. I think it was 2018. Yeah, it's my Formula One debut. Yeah, at Emmen, back at Emmen Speedway in Holland. Yeah.
So I don't look. I say to Nigel Anderson, tell me all these facts about drivers, and he tells. So if it's wrong, it's Nigel Anderson's
No,
fault. It's not
I
me.
think he's right. I think he's right.
So 2018, you started in stock cars, and
Yeah,
I guess with most people in stock cars, they have a family history of people racing. Is that
yeah.
the same?
Yeah, I think my granddad started racing years and years ago.
Yeah,
To be fair, I didn't know him personally because he died before I was born. But of all the stories and all the things I know about him, yeah, he was like a big guy in the stock cars back in,
yeah,
I think it was in the early 90s. He raced at the Barlow at
yeah,
Ghent. He did Bradford, so the old
yeah,
Bradford tarmac and shale. He raced World Finals at Bradford. It
yeah.
was always a low budget racer, but
Okay.
he was always there. Then my uncle, it was bed shop 525, so that's where my number is coming from.
Yeah,
Um, bed shop senior he was. And then my uncle's gonna race bed shop junior. He was also racing with the 525 number.
yeah,
And my uncle, Dave Shop, he was racing with the 007 number. He was
yeah,
quite successful in the UK too.
yeah, yeah,
He did a lot of, he was second in the world final in 2005. Yeah, and my other uncle, uh, Bad Shop Junior, he also did an UK season to get into the world final
yeah,
the English way. So the thing I do at the minute.
yeah. So
And
absolutely, you've got a lot. There's a lot going on there with families,
yeah,
with your family.
yeah. My cousin, he just retired from racing now. He was age 77. He now only
Oh,
doing like small meetings when he get a car. He don't have any car in a minute anymore. He just
okay.
help people out, set up the car and race car for other people.
Yeah.
So that's a bit at the minute.
Yeah, there's a lot there. There's a lot there, which is
Yeah,
brilliant. Which happens to a lot of stock car kind of history there,
yeah, a
which
lot
is
of stock cars. Yeah, always. All family birthdays goes about stock cars.
yeah. So you started in 2018, and up until I guess sort of the COVID 2020 year, did you come
Yeah,
over and race in England as a Dutch registered driver? Did you come over and do any of the tracks over here?
yeah. It was like I raced, and I need to say it good. I think it was the 2019 World Final at Kings Lynn.
Yeah.
I blow my engine at the World Masters
Okay.
at that time. But we already went customers with Matthew. Matthew did our engines.
Yeah.
So we say to Matt, maybe you can fix the engine, but also get a look about the setup of my car. I was not really happy with it.
Yeah.
So we asked Matt to give a look, do what he thinks is better to the car. And then when the season starts in March, yeah, we're going to race. But yeah, then all COVID came and we
Yeah.
were not allowed to go to the UK. But my car was still in the UK. So yeah, there was like with my racing stops straight away because I was not allowed to come over.
Yeah.
So it
So
took too long.
yes. So the relationship with Matt, was that more just through he does your engines and it kind of just sort of evolved from there, really?
Yeah, yeah. It was like when I was not racing F1s, when I was racing in the junior classes, we were in contact with Matt, and I was one time on holiday in the UK, and I did a practice day at Lynn in F1.
Yeah.
So before season, I already had a go with F1,
Yeah.
and from there we said, "Is that engine for sale in the hire car?" So yeah, it was like, yeah, he said everything is for sale. So I bought the engine of the hire car I used that night, and that was my engine for my brand new F1 car at that time.
Yeah. Okay, good. I get. So move forward to 2021, and you made the decision to register with the BSCDA and become like a registered
Yeah,
British driver. What was the decision for doing that? Because it is a huge commitment, isn't it, to kind of go, right, I'm just now going to go and race in England.
yeah,
Bearing in mind
yeah.
you live a long way away from your nearest track.
It was a bit of a talks, and yeah, we were talking about it a long time because I always enjoyed racing in the UK. We always did like 3 or 4 meetings in the UK. We want to do every season.
Yeah.
But then my car was still in the UK, and um, with all the Corona, you guys started to race quicker than we did back over in Holland.
Yeah.
So we decided to why not take a UK license and try to get World Final points for the upcoming World Final. So that's really what we did, and so that was a bit of the decision why we did it.
Yeah, it sounds a very simple kind of sort of conversation. My car's there, I might as well go and race in England. But there is a huge commitment though to come over and race in England, because it's not
Yeah,
like you're an hour down the road, is it? It's a
no,
big
no.
kind of deal.
Afterwards, when we now look back, when you have a good meeting, it really is like, yeah, it was good to go. But when you have a shit meeting and you didn't finish one race, then you need to the whole trip back to Holland with
Yeah,
maybe 8 or 10 people who are not happy, and that's a
yeah,
bit of a hard thing sometimes. But
yeah,
yeah, on the other side, we always every trip to the UK is a little holiday. So
yeah,
we have a little holiday every day out of racing. So that's the thing we
yeah.
enjoy really much.
Yeah, good. So, but you say about having a good meeting, and you have done really well when you've come over and raced up 21, 22. You've won 6 races, including the World Masters, which is the meeting final the day after the World Final. So you have had some like real good success when you come over and race in the UK.
Yeah, my car was before that was not really I was not really happy with it. So yeah, when it was Nielsen, uh, I just only thing we said just make it like you want what you think is good. So when I come over for the first time, it was my first Bradford meeting. Bradford was a whole new track, so it was just like yeah, see how it goes. And so my car was totally different, a different track, and I won the first heat. So from
Yes.
there we thought, okay, this car is quite well. And from there all the meetings went well. Every meeting I did, I almost got one win. So yeah, we had a really good season 2021.
But like even when you've had a bad meeting, because I've seen quite a lot of stock cars, and you've always got a smile on your face, so you clearly very much enjoy it, whether it's good or bad. I know you've got a rubbish journey home if it's been bad, but you've always like now you've always got a smile on your face.
Yeah, we really enjoy the English style of racing. We always like the respect we get over when I'm in the UK because people
Yeah,
enjoy it when I come over to race. And I always try to do my best, but we all know racing is goes with luck and bad luck, and we all make mistakes. And but I think you always need to enjoy what you do. So
yeah.
why not racing? Take a beer afterwards and have a good laugh with the people around. I think that's always the most important thing of racing.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But like, so you've got the English racing and you've got the Dutch racing, and the cars are, you wouldn't tell them apart, very very similar, if not the same. Is it a different style of racing though, from racing in Holland to racing in England? Do you find it
Yeah,
different? And how?
yeah, because uh, totally the dirt racing you got like Blauhuis. That's I think Blauhuis is one of the biggest tracks we have in Holland. It's brutal. At the minute, the racing is brutal over there. They use expensive shocks. They're allowed to use a bit different rally tires than we use in the UK. We are not a lot different, but they are allowed a bit more. So like you can almost use this is Yokohama. Yeah, we call it like a ziggy zag. It's just they got so much grip. There's a few things
Right.
what are more allowed in Holland than it is in the UK.
Okay.
And there's a lot more cars on a minute. Some
Okay.
meetings got like over 85 cars. Some
Yeah.
meetings, so that's a huge difference with the UK.
Yeah.
But the other thing is with Holland, tarmac is really low at the minute in Holland,
Yeah.
and in the UK, tarmac and shale is a bit the same.
Yeah. Yeah. So is it, I mean, there's kind of been lots of, I guess, conversations about cost at the minute on social media for Formula Ones. Is it more expensive to race in Holland then than it is in the UK, would you say?
The thing I do, I don't think it's it's much cheaper because I my trip is almost a meeting, of course.
Yeah.
But when you got like in Holland, the system is like you race 3 heats, and in the 3 heats, then you are qualified for the meeting final.
Yeah.
So every heat you need to finish, otherwise you don't get in the final. It's when you
Yeah.
got like 85 cars, you need to finish every heat. But
Yeah.
when the red tops need to also finish in the top 10 because you
Yeah.
need to have points to get into the final. So the racing is really brutal, and when the
Yeah.
racing is brutal, you get more damage.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
And in what I got, the I got a lot of less damage. Oh, in the U
It's
in the
okay. You're
UK.
back. Don't worry. Yeah.
In the UK, I got less damage than I got in Holland
Yes.
because the race was more hard, I think.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I get that. No, I get that. Lovely. So, just I guess the practicalities then of Matt having your car. Just I guess if people understand. So Matt's got your car, and you just come over and race it. Do you bring spares? Do you bring like how does that work? Is it?
Yeah, like I had last year, I raced my own car. It was built by ourselves. So we had a few. We always had spare parts with us, spare front axle, spare things. We always got in our lorry. So we
Yeah.
got our lorry. We got our own tools, toolbox, everything. So it's like Matthew get the car ready for the meeting, and in the meeting we work all together.
Yeah.
So my mechanics made the car ready at the meeting, and also with help of all the guys of Team Nielsen.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay, good. So we're talking like 2023. You're going to make your debut this coming Saturday at Mildenhall.
Yeah.
So why have you gone down the route of a new shell car?
My 2021 season was perfect, but my 2022 season was my worst ever season. I don't get any win from I start racing from juniors. I always got maybe one win every year, but last year I don't get any win. Yeah, they make a bit like, okay, what are we gonna do wrong? Because like racing, you always want to have one win. And we had a bit like we had some hard racing with the car. We had a big rollover in King's Lynn at the end of 2021.
Yeah.
And then after that, I don't have the good feeling of the car anymore.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was quick, but we just missed something. Yeah, we talked with Matt. He said we can make the car brand new, like change the exhaust, change things like that, and then put a lot of money into old car.
Yeah.
Or maybe you want a new car. So I was talking with my dad, talking with sponsors, friends, and stuff like that. Well, what do you guys think about getting a brand new car instead of put a lot of money in an old car? Now it's not that old, so we can still sell it for a little bit of money, and the money we get from that car we can put in the brand new car.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the decision was quite quick.
Yeah.
And we said, and so the thing was like, I put it for sale. If we sell it quick, then brand new car is coming. If you don't sell it, then we wait till maybe 2024 to get a new car. Well, in 2 days the car was sold, so
Oh, brilliant.
the
Perfect.
decision was quite well.
So there you go. Which brings it on to the new car. So Nigel, it's over to you to reveal your brand new shell car for the 2023 season.
Here's my brand new Matt Nielsen built shale car for the 2023 season.
Nigel, the car looks absolutely fantastic. You know, Matt builds a very, very good car, as we've seen sort of last week with Bradley. What plans are you setting yourself for 2023? Are you setting yourself any targets at all?
Yeah, the big target is to get into the World Final.
Yeah.
Of course, Northampton is one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah.
Where I got the most successful up. I got a few wins there. Of course, I got the World Masters. I won there. So yeah, it's really big plan to go into the World Final this year. If I wanted to do it, I want to do it this year because yeah, what I said, Northampton is really a good track for me. And yeah, I think it's good for the sport to get a 3 days event at one track. And to do it with a brand new car, it's yeah, it gives you a little bit extra power to get the effort back. And I think the World Final is something we really want. And I really want that yellow roof away. I've been blue last year, but bad luck was always there. So yeah, we've been back to yellow. But now, yeah, hopefully we get up to blue, and hopefully get my red top for the first time. That's really a thing we want to do this year.
I mean, blues are very people always say that the blue grade is a very difficult one to start with because you've got the yellows in front and you've got the reds straight behind. So I guess with a new car and getting the feel of it, going from yellow might give you a bit of an advantage. Do you know what I mean? To kind of get settled back into it, if you like.
Yeah, it's quite hard because I don't race every meeting.
Yeah.
We try to do 1 or 2 meetings each month, so it's still hard to get up the grades in just a short time. But yeah, I want to go up. That's one thing for sure. It's always nice to start at front of it, but yeah, just like it's something. When you go up to a grade, it means something.
Yeah.
So we want to go up. Blue is the most hardest thing I done. I one time was in the shootout in Holland, so that means I start off the superstars.
Yeah.
This was much easier than starting from blue. Maybe it sounds weird, but starting off the whole back of the grid, it's easier than starting in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely makes sense. Everybody else can kind of sort themselves out, and you go, right, I'll just sail on through, which is brilliant.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah, I guess, like if I was, as a British stock car driver, you can kind of go, well, I can go racing this weekend. It's only an hour down the road to go to Bradford. For you, you can't do that. Have you kind of looked at the fixture list and gone, they're the meetings we're going to do, sort of planned your season out already?
Yeah, we plan like qualifying meetings. So we do all qualifying meetings. We do the European meeting at Mildenhall, and we do so we do not all qualifying meeting at Shale, but we try to do a few. Try to do the UK Open at Skeggy, so a bit tarmac too, because maybe we have the Buxton semi, and then we have to have a little practice before. And we will do the Bradford weekend, because I think Bradford is just an upcoming track. The promoters of Your Stocks doing a great job to get 2 tracks promoted. They try the best, and I think it's still hard for them, because Bradford is just. I think Bradford needs them time. I think if we wait 1 year extra, it's going to be one of the best tracks we have in UK. But a brand new shale track, I think it's the hardest thing there is. And so I want to do the Bradford weekend also to support a little bit of Your Stocks, because they think they put a lot of time and effort into the track.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think, we are seeing on the Your Stocks promotion with Bradford and Sheffield and the investment there. And then you've got Dean at Northampton, and kind of almost building from the ground up to kind of create this massive stadium at Northampton.
Yeah, it's always good to say that you now see, I think also the fans, everyone see the promoters do the best to make it good for the drivers and also the fans. You see so much promotion going in at the minute for F1s, like we don't see a few years ago. You see it like all tracks, like Kings Lynn, like Your Stocks, like Northampton, Mildenhall. They put so much promotion also in F1 stock cars, and I think that's really good for everyone. Because we need to go bigger, and that's what we try.
Yeah, good. So I mentioned about a few times about the commitment to come over to race, but you don't do that on your own. You must have quite a bit of a support network behind you each week or each month when you're coming over to do that.
Yeah, we got like we don't got that big team, but I got a lot of sponsors. The sponsors of this year have been incredible. Without them, the new car won't be there. And we got like a few of guys. My dad is always there. We got like mechanics, like Olaf. He's always there every Saturday. If there's nothing, he's still there to clean, fix up, and to make small things, repairs. That makes a lot of sense, because without the people who's there every week for me, we will have a race. It's really simple.
Yeah, of course. I mean, on a personal note, I think it's great that there's yourself, the Tesla brothers, that are coming over to the UK to race and kind of want to race in the UK. And I think it's, I suppose, testament just to how good our stock car scene is at the moment. It is, people want to race in it and be a part of it.
Yeah, it really is. You still, I was at Lelystad this weekend, talked to a lot of drivers, and a lot of people still want to race in the UK this year. They also asked me about the fixtures and what are good meetings to race. I gave them a few weekends, because this year we got a lot of good weekends to race. I think it's a bit different than last year. Like the European weekend we have at Mildenhall, something new for the fans and drivers. So hopefully we can get some Dutch drivers into a few weekends this year, make it a bit more for everyone, also for the fans. I think it's good to have drivers from everyone around Europe.
So the Dutch driver, I mean, I think about the Mildenhall Friday night meeting last year before the World Final, and the Dutch drivers were over, and they took to that track very, very well. They looked very comfortable going around Mildenhall. A lot of them they seemed very suited to it.
Really good, yeah. Of course, it was still not that biggest, because it was not an easy weekend at 3 different tracks. So respect for all guys who are coming over for last year's meeting, because it's a lot of traveling. But the drivers who went on Mildenhall, I think they put on a great show. A lot of respect. We have seen different things in other Friday night meetings, so I think this year's was quite well.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, like you said about the Northampton World Final weekend, it's, if you're a Dutch driver, 3 meetings at one venue for one travel cost is, so I would imagine that there'll be quite a lot of interest of Dutch drivers to come over and race at the World Final.
It's I think it's going to be really big. You hear a lot of people off. Yeah, I think they go over 50 to 60 drivers for this year. So this should be good.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got also a guy come from the USA who texted me about the World Final if he was allowed to race, and I've heard he also got a car already. So I think that is quite good for the sport to get drivers all over the world.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, it's good. It's looking like a good season ahead. Nigel, thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to talk and reveal your new shale car for this year. Good luck at Mildenhall on Saturday. And yes, before you go, is there anything you'd like to add before we kind of leave you to drink another beer?
Not really sure. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for all the promotion you put into BSCDA F1. I think it helps new people coming into our sport. I think that's the main thing, all about everything I think we do. Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Listen, Nigel, thank you so much, and I shall see you very soon.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers.